Yes. I will claim what is ours. Thank you.
Jack Wilkinson, can we know the backstory behind the assassin without any campaign spoilers? Of course, I can tell you a little bit about Arnaud and his motivations. Arnaud is essentially on a redemption quest. He feels responsible for a tragedy that happens at the beginning of the story, and the assassins for him are sort of a means to an end. It's a means to achieve that redemption, at least at the beginning of the story. At least at the beginning of the story.
In God's name is wrong with you people? I swear I'm gonna find the jizz whistlers who made these fucking games. I'm gonna leave you in the mountains with your asses sewn shut until diarrhea leaks out your fucking eye sockets. Fuck you!
Looks like somebody's got a temper.
Why would it give me a new weapon if I wasn't supposed to use it? But you don't want to do that because you've already flushed so many XPs into the previous weapon, you're basically committed to it no matter what. It's not like you're gonna start over. So really you just gotta pick one and ignore all the others. Which makes you wonder why they even bother giving you new weapons later in the game. Like, oh yeah, 3/4 of the way through, I'm really gonna settle on those handguns I got. It's just so stupid to consider a game where you keep getting new weapons and immediately toss them in the trash because what's the point? You've already spent 3 zillion XPs getting the old one to level 35. When you find a new sword, you want to play with it. You want to see what it looks like. You look forward to doing more damage, finding out what cool effects it has, seeing what kind of new ways you can modify it. It makes you look and feel like a badass. You killed a sumbitch and you get a cooler sword for it. It's an accomplishment. But nah, you can just level up your starting sword to max and it works out. It just takes all the joy out of collecting loot, you know? It's counter to every instinct you have as a gamer. It's counter to the way games have been made since the beginning of games. Killing monsters and getting their money in cool loot so you can use it to kill more monsters and get their money in cool loot is like the main reason most people play games to begin with. There's entire games built around this concept. Monster Hunter, Borderlands, Diablo. You wouldn't see Link walk past the Master Sword and think, whatever. Yeah, I already put so many experience points into my uncle's starting sword, there's no point in starting over. I'm not really asking for that much, am I? I just want to open a treasure chest and find a magic sword I can use. I don't want to open up a treasure chest and find a 6-pack of cat piss. When did this be? Okay. We're making a raid! Woo!
This morning, I was accosted by 3 men carrying some poor soul's head atop a pike. Seems they mistook my uniform for a mark of nobility and demanded I shout, "Long live the Republic," to prove my allegiance.
I suppose handing out tricolor cockades is now passé. What did you do?
I shouted, "Long live the Republic."
A man of principle.
Life is more valuable than dignity. But this is what happens when you give command of the government to half-starved lunatics and command of the army to bloodthirsty savages.
Rui.
I wanted him assigned to some out-of-the-way garrison. The man redefines the term friends in high places. He's untouchable.
But you know where I can find him.
Rumor about the barrack. I wanted him assigned to some out-of-the-way garrison. But the man redefines the term friends in high places. He's untouchable.
But you know where I can find him.
Can you imagine the vagrant's surprise when I grabbed his knife from his hands? It was instinctive. It was beautiful. In one movement, I sliced out his throat and gave him the gift of salvation. It happened so fast, but I felt every joyous sensation. The blood sprayed over my face and I saw what little life was left in his eyes leave. But then it was over. I felt lost. Like it had been meaningless, that no one would acknowledge my sacrifice. And then it happened. Without realizing what I was doing, I cut deep. It was incredible. I felt my body elevate to a higher place. It had become a temple to my work.
But you know where I can find him.
Il se dit dans les casernes qu'il comptait marcher sur le Grand Châtelet avec un détachement de ses sbires cet après-midi. S'il devait avoir un accident, rares seraient les Français à en souffrir. Et ma carrière ne s'en porterait que mieux.
Alors, aiguisez vos talents d'orateur.
Are you telling me that Germain just waits around to recruit every single person Mirabeau pisses off to his side? Mirabeau refused to shake a stranger's hand, and that's enough for Germain to offer him a position in the Templars. There are so many reasons as to why you could never go around recruiting people like this.
He's just bloody scoped off, hasn't he?
So they're not going to look in the booth? Not going to look in the most obvious hiding spot? That's convenient.
We have taken over the last pockets of primitive life forms. We are in complete control of the planet now.
Good.
Starve them. Through famine and fury, they will see their false masters for what they are, but do it gradually.
What you're asking will take at least a year, Grandmaster. If not 2.
It's unbelievable! Fuck you! It's unbelievable! I don't understand how this piece of shit exists. I really don't. How many levels did this story have to pass through for them to not only make this game, but to build an entire fucking... I'm done. It's pointless. I'm screaming at a brick wall at this point. This is the worst fucking story I've ever seen in my life. Fuck it.
Temple. I should have known.
Have you ever been this ticked off before in your life? 'Cause I haven't. Nuh-uh. Never!